Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It is me, Sam Saimi here. We are going to be making a chess tutorial for beginners. Woohoo. So if you are a beginner to chess, then this video will help you. On today, we will be doing the Queen's Gambit. Now this is a very powerful gambit, also a Netflix series. Apparently, I never knew. But we are going to be learning that today. So, in this position, white goes first. Pawn d4. Black would not respond with pawn d5, e5 because it would basically be losing a pawn. But they respond with d5. You play c4. Now, you may be, what, this pawn has no support. They can easily take it, and you will lose a pawn, because pawns can take like this, and they can also move like this. But you may be, that's a blunder. But no, it is not. Once they take, you bring out your knight, and you may be like, oh, this position is not too bad. They'll play knight c6 to attack your pawn, and also to build up a structure to bring your pawn here, to also capture the center, which is always needed. Next move, e4. Now, e4, you may be like, then what's the point of this move? The point of this move is that you control the entire center. This is the center, and you also control all of this. Next move is e5. It's e5. They will bring their pawn out to the center. Your next move will be obviously to recapture the lost pawn you had. But in other variations, they will also defend with the bishop, this pawn. But that would also let that happen, so not let your pawn to move, let their pawn to go through. And if this pawn does not go through, the bishop cannot go like through here. This is actually the Queen's Gambit decline. A lot of people during the Queen's Gambit would actually still play here. Now a lot of people during the Queen's Gambit, instead of accepting the gambit, they would decline it. But no, it didn't. I don't want it to happen in this position, so it won't. Then the next move is e5, obviously. And after e5, you may be like, oh, well, we can just take the pawn. Never. Strive for development. Develop your knight. They most likely will bring the bishop or develop their knight. Here, let's say they do develop their knight. And you're in quite a good position. As you can see, you control a lot of squares. And you're just in a very nice position. Let's see. All of this is controlled by. Well, there is more, but basically you control most of the board against your enemy, which has lower development and you have higher, but you may have lost a pawn here, which later on, if you want a long castle, which I never do, it will be more painful. Now the next move, actually you don't know, they don't play f6. Usually they play e6. You take, and then they take back, and they have a double pawn structure. Now, most logical move for them is also to play knight f6. But let's not get into that right now. Actually, no, I did this wrong again. Knight f6, bishop here. Yes, it was bishop here. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. This position is a little confusing for a lot of people, but mostly no, it actually isn't. I'm trying to recreate something I did in a few seconds, but yeah. Now the bishops are staring each other down. You take, they take back, and they are not in a good position. They have double pawn structures, they have undeveloped, they have two knights which are basically doing nothing. This knight is weak and being pinned to the queen, and the king is also weak. Basically everything is going bad. Most of these videos I make are about the white pieces. Next video will not. So now that black is in a losing position, a lot of things happen here. Like if you take, it's not a good move for them to take back. Or instead, once you take, they could play pawn h6. And here, you take, they take, and then, yeah. Okay, now I remember this position. Then you'll take back, and they'll most likely take as well. And here you are winning in material by 0.1 points. Press the button. And because you are winning, you also have a better position, but you are less developed. Now here in this position, you can play any move you like knight b5. Now a lot of people will misclick and they will let this pawn go because they misclick. I understand. I don't even like chess.com that much because of misclicking. And I wish I could go against misclicking, but no. Now, most probable move is here, most likely. Here is a small battery, actually. But then you sacrifice the queen. No, you do not sacrifice the queen in this position. Instead, you sacrifice the king. You could castle, but it isn't always the best idea to castle. Black's next move would be probably pushing their knight. So over here, which is a nice outpost, attacking here, your knight, but honestly, you have a pretty good position, and I believe in you guys to win these matches. If you take back, they will either take with the bishop or the queen. Now, the queen has a pretty nice position and attack. Oh my god, what just happened? But, for example, if they take with the bishop, they're attacking this pawn, which also leads to your rock. And if you go here, attacking the c-pawn, you may be actually able to win some material. Here, black would like to not castle, actually. They would like to castle. It would be a pretty nice move. They'll try kicking out your knight, which is actually a very good move, which you probably should accept that you'll be murdered if you dare to sacrifice the knight. But a lot of people will not know that this is hanging. So they would most likely bring out the rock to attack the queen. And that's actually a mistake. Because if you check, once they take back... Oh wait, oopsies, wrong thing. If they bring out their rock and you're under attack, then you should probably move your queen out of the way by going here, which is also an attack. Also, you are offering a trade. So if they take, you take back, but you're not in a good position. So I don't exactly think that this is the best move. But since you are up by 1 pawn, they would not accept the trade. And they're in a much worse position. They would probably like to go here still. Actually, no, they would not go there. They would be eyeing down on this one tiny pawn. This pawn would be probably scared because the only defender is the king, and here it's actually mate. So a good move is to sacrifice. Actually, you can, but here to stop checkmate, you can go here, which avoids checkmate. But you do let this pawn go. But it isn't always the best for them. Because once you check, they will take back, and you take back, and you'll back up a pawn again. And a normal move here would probably be attacking your rock. Here it's actually threatening mate, but because of the queen, it's not. But what black didn't realize is that mate is very soon for them too. By doing check, they'll have to move. Check again. They move back. And here in this position, you can take 3 pawns. Like here, you can take a pawn, but I don't think it's the best move actually. Let's see. No, it's actually not. I knew it. If there was no mate, you could actually do it. So don't actually take the pawn. And here, sacrifice your rock. No, you should not. And you should probably move back your queen. And then they would basically have nothing left to do. Let's look at the AI. It doesn't like this position for black. Yes, this is also a good move if you like to trade. Well, then you can do this. And if you trade, you can actually get forked here. Takes, check. And there is a skewer very soon. First by attacking. Queen will most likely go away. Still threatening mate. Actually, it is nearly mate in 1, but it isn't yet. But they would like to definitely defend this pawn, otherwise they would be mated. Now, Rocky 1, most probable move, they would push a pawn, but then blunder the fact that they can actually be checked, and that is a fork too. So most likely they will play here, but you'll take a free pawn, check, move, and there is a few more moves until they get mated. Check. Now a best move would definitely to go here. But the bad thing about that move is that you also get mated. So you would probably go here and get mated. So yeah, that's it. The end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye.